Hello and welcome to Keyboard Corner. My name's Jack. We're here with Andertons TV. And alright, Pete, we're feeling good today. Yeah. Bit of a synth shootout. And all the noises. Westwood. Yeah, I come in and sometimes we've got a new product that's out, or sometimes Brad and Stuart at the shop just say, Jack, can you have a look at and kind of discuss some keyboards in a certain family? And today the family is entry-level synthesizers, we'd say, in the store, and they've all got 37 keys, and you know, they look kind of similar, so we thought let's put them together and see what I can waffle about them and see if we can portray to you if there's one that you might prefer. I've done a video on a very embarrassing video on this one before. The UltraNova, again, I'm sitting down in front of these for the first time. UltraNova I don't have much experience with. MicroKorg, and I'm sure you were riveted that I told you about that. So let's start with just the first patch that's on each one of these bad boys, and we'll I'll try play something on each one. So let's try the C on here. Of course, a big fat saw wave. Whoa. Cool, it's a pretty raging sawtooth patch. It's called R Super Saw on the first one. Let's keep moving around hearing some sounds. The first patch on the UltraNova is called Space Voyage. That's what we want. Who needs to use these fingers? Alright. First patch on the MicroKorg XL. It's called Analog. I say first patch, bit of a different way. We'll discuss that, how we get around sounds and stuff. Pretty cool. I'm started. They are kicking out sound in a different way, but they all sound remarkably good considering. And we're saying entry level here. Let's first key difference here is the price. So we got the MicroKorg XL and the Roland come in very similar. They're about at the moment as it stands under 500, under 450. I'm gonna stay in, you know, very vague. I'm gonna get my political hat on and just not give you a truthful answer, because you can look at the product descriptions to find out the prices, but these are at the moment same price, and then we're paying a bit more money for the UltraNova, and as we dig I'm hoping I see, well, it's a bit bigger, and I'm going to have a delve in. People are there going, oh, there's such an obvious reason why it's more money, but at the moment I don't know, so we'll find out why. Let's have a look on here for the next patch. At the moment, tone, yeah. Ooh, how do I get around here? Program, here we go, Super Saw. Second one. Very expressive for these tiny keys. Another big difference at the moment. We'll go around and talk about the keys. These are short and stubby, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. You know, you can be short and stubby and be a lot of fun. Okay. These ones are long and robust. Might be why the money. We're looking at reasons why there's a bit more money. So patch, bank, let's flick through to Dub Butler. Cool. These keys feel they're just like traditional synth keys, I'd say. So if you've got a Juno or, you know, just standard full-size synth keys. So that's an interesting difference. Very interesting, I'm sure. And then let's go over this bad boy. Let's try out the next one. So on each, it looks at patches a bit differently on the MicroKorg as well. Here you've got 2 LCD screens and you've got banks and numbers. On here, what I love about the MicroKorg and always loved is its way of thinking in genres and sounds. So the first, on the program genre here, we're in 70s vintage, and we're on polysynth in the category. So it's a nice way to think about it, like, what do I need? I need a rock lead. So I'd go to rock and then go to lead, and there. Got a rock lead, and then each one you've got an AB. So on each one, if we wanted a rock bass, and then we've got a B, fiery bass. But I kind of like that way of, sorry to go off on a tangent. Let's go back to where we were, 70s vintage, so the analog. Let's just see what the B one was. Let's have a look. Love it, cool. And these keys, all very different, different feels. So if it's a big deal to you, how it feels, how maybe this is going to be a top keyboard for you, and you want to be doing some shredding or some fast brass parts. Worth getting your hands around these and seeing, because they're quite different. If I'm going to convey to you what I'm thinking, these are very stubby and short, but a very fast, light, very fast. Not that I'm fast. These, yeah, they're full size. So if this was going to be your main keyboard and you're going to be playing chords on it, a lot of chords, this would be nice for the polyphonic work. But if it's going to be mainly lead lines, I really love there's something very playable about the key bed on here. And having said, they've all got pitch bend mod wheels. I know, thinking, God, who cares about, but all the pitch bends, they're not nice sprung ones. Sometimes they feel ghastly and like flabby and very much like me. Okay, looking for differences. Oh, we're looking around in a sea of stuff. We're going to go back to the Roland. Let's just hear another patch, see what happens. Square, trap, pluck. Oh, cool. So we've... Cool. Nice. Let's not... I'm going to carry on. Not even going to talk. Don't talk, Jack. No one likes it. MicroKorg has just got very characterful sounds in there. And let's touch on a bit about that, about choosing the sounds. Obviously you've got a finite number here, not like buckets and buckets of sounds in the MicroKorg, but great for if you're in a band and you're doing those extra bits, because you can think like that. You can think, oh, I'm gonna do some pop and I want a pad. Try the other one. Hey, I want an arpeggiated dance sequence. Dance, arp, motion, A. B, let's try a different one. I like that way of thinking, whereas with these two chaps, we are in a traditional, you know, sifting through the menu, and it's all out there, but that's my little opinion on it, or some differences. Let's see how we can fiddle with sounds. So if we just find a sound. Let's change the filter type to low pass. And there we're touching on a bit that's very unique about the Roland amongst these three, is that it's got some analog gubbins in there, mainly the filter, as I understand. So that's an analog filter. And the other chaps, not so much. So let's see if we can find a patch. So this says touched filter. Very different experience of knob twiddling. I don't know how to convey that. But this is much like, quite a unique, light, digital. I know it sounds silly, but you're going to be on it all the time adjusting stuff, so it feels quite different. So if we're here in the filter, okay. So I've cranked the resonance on that one. You can change the filter type, band pass, low pass. Cool, so that's the different way of working there. Here we've got filter. All I've got is type with a nice button there, 4 types, cut off and resonance, wicked. On here, deeper. So if you're a chap that wants to get in there and really change it, very quickly here I've got all the options. A bit like on a, you know, a difference between an analog delay pedal and then a Strymon. If you want to go to that next level, and so I can already see why it's a bit more dollar for the fiddlers out there. This one for the fiddlers out there. Let's have a look at our mate over here and find something. Electronica. This one's called Flapper. Now, over here, let's have a little look. So I'll flick it round to filter, type, low pass, 24, that's what we want, and then we've got cutoff. Resonance. Oh, sorry, I put it back to the low pass. Really cool. So that's the filter. Let's have a look for some effects here. We've got the same kind of deal on the Roland. So let's find another patch, keep moving through it. Old school lead. Cool, effects on and off. Let's turn that off. All the effects. I like that. I like being able to take the effects off, hear what we're working with. effects, let's put one on, and we'll just have effect 1, and we'll turn on a distortion, shall we? We shall. One knob, more or less, put on a fuzz. Bit crusher. That's really cool. Next effect, bit of flange. Flangelina Jolie, sorry. A phaser. So we're getting an idea there. Nice button pressing, bright lights, on, off, knob for the amount. Let's see what happens on the UltraNova. Let's choose a different sound. Tokyo Run. Okay, we'll roll with that. Let's see if we can mess with the effects. We've got an effects button. Oh, slot 1, chorus. Effects. Ah, that's because I hit the effects button for the vocoder. It's cool, we're learning. This is what it'd be like if you're sat in front of it yourself. So here, this button is for auto map use only. Oh, crikey. Let's have a look. On, up, chord, animate, effects. If I turn this on, I don't necessarily want to turn on that. Slot 1, chorus, what happens here? Okay, so I can bypass all the effects like this. Raw sound, nice. Raw dogging, rawhide, EQ, compressor. Let's find something a bit more, distortion. Okay. Now how do I change that value? I've changed it to that. So oscillate, select. Hey, let's just roll with it and say that it's not screaming out at me. I can see there's a lot of depth there, way more depth than that, but this is the first impression, so can't really see what's going on there. You hate on me all you want for that stuff. Bring the pain. Okay, we're over here. Let's see if we can find a sound like dance. Digipump. The digipumps never work, you know. I bought them off the internet. Don't do nothing. Digipump. And let's see on the effects. So we're on effect now. Effects dry wet 1. Maximum dryness. So I put on some mad effects there. Now what have I actually put on? Effects 1 dry wet. Up type. Full edit. Dry wet. Yeah, but what is that? Full edit. Page. Mixer. Filter 1 dry. So I think we found the JDXi. That's pretty cool that it's out there on the front, but I can see there's a depth to this. Let's have a look at arpeggiation. Let's see how easy that stuff is. Let's try a different patch. Wobble bass. Looking for an arpeggio. Let's do it. Key hold. Cool, very hands-on and quick. Let's find a new patch on here. Okay, flyby. Let's find something a bit plinkier. Sounds like a Wayne Krantz tune. Cool, so that already had an arpeggiator on, but I can see it on. Great, latch, on, filter. Very interesting. Let's go to the old hip hop. It's got a hip hop section here. Very popular in Surrey, where we are, with the youngsters. They love the hippity hop. It's called a fun lead, a fun hip-hop lead. I know some of the old hippity hop. Okay, arpeggio on, up on, here we go. Great. Now here, up, type. So we can change the type. We can latch it. Nice, and then can we go back to the filter? Yeah. I like that, cool. So we've done a little quick skim round of how you get into the arpeggio. We're gonna have to look at the old microphones. All right, so here we've got a wheel here, which is with a stiff click. Oof. Vocoder patch ensemble. You getting something? Whoa. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, let's have a look on the back. Cool, 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 cool. So, menu. Let's see if I can find a vocoder edit. Enter. Level. Here we go. Level. I'm struggling. We're moving on. So if I'm in here, and we get out of here. What? The gator, this is what it's called. Master volume, synth inputs from my host. Automat. Voice. Effects, vocoder, hit vocoder. 1, 2, 2, 2. Vocoder level. Vocoder level. Hello, Pete. Hello, Pete. Hello, Pete. Hello, Pete. Carrier level. So we've got some, hey, we're not going to find, I just want to see what it's like to dive in and get it going. So we've got something going out of there quickly. Let's find, oh, electronica. How exciting. Electronica and vocoder. 1, 2. So that's working. Probably should do something more like that with a, you know, not quite the same. And cool. So again, my apologies if you're thinking, why hasn't he read the manual? He's not showing us a full in-depth demo. There's that out there. This is just if you wanna, you were looking at these synths. They're all around a similar price, and you know, like a clam-fisted fellow like myself, what do I think? And what do I think about them in summary? I think they're all pretty fabulous and do something different. I know from experience the JDXi has got a lot under the hood there, and it's a good companion if you're a big, I would probably go for that if I was more of the production chap or a first foray into the analog world, because it's got some analog concepts. Here the UltraNova I can see is for the deep thinker, the deep editor, bigger keys, maybe someone who's going to do a lot of polyphonic work on it, especially with all those options that you've got on there. And then the MicroKorg is just so instantly accessible at every level. And the fact it runs off, I know it runs off the batteries, it's super solid. Yeah, great. I've got a real soft spot in my heart for these chaps. Let's see if we can get something where they're all basically having a synth gangbang together. That's what everyone came to see. Let's see if we can find... Oh, cool. Let's go for there. Alright. Let's find a different patch here. What's going on? That's what happens. I've just managed to get 3 synthesizers docked. Come check them out. They're all in Andertons. I want to get this across. Where can you go to play all these things and do weird things like this? Come hang out with me and make weird synth gangbangs together. Thanks for watching. Should we go for it?